guys. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Lewis Harvard, and and may I say welcome back to my channel. Yeah, I'm really glad to be back again after having a week off because I was on holiday, but now I am back and I'm going to be definitely making more videos, guys. So don't worry, there is going to be plenty more videos coming. I'm not going to quit YouTube at all. I'd never do that to you guys, and I don't want to let you guys down because I know you love watching my videos. If you can, guys, if you can, guys, can you please subscribe to my channel and like and comment and stuff like that. So that'd be much appreciated if you could do that for me, guys. Like, please make sure you if you are a subscriber, please subscribe. And of course, click the notification bell so you're notified whenever I make a video. But I'll talk about that more later on in the video. So yeah, what are we talking about today? Well, for today's review, we're going to be talking about the 1987 action film called RoboCop from 1987. This film, which I watched last night, was amazing, a fantastic film. If you haven't seen RoboCop, I recommend you watch it because it's just a fantastic film and really good little film, and I love it. So anyway, let's talk about the plot of the film. So the plot of this film, I'm going to try and describe it as much as I can, even though I don't have a great memory about the film, but I'll try my best. So it's about so we have a good cop played by Peter Weller called Murphy, and his assistant officer called called Annie Lewis. They I think they are set on a mission to go face to face with Clarence Boddicker and his team of criminals, like thugs. Clarence is played by Kurtwood Smith. Yeah, he's been in lots of films as this guy, but yeah, we'll not talk more about him and the actors later. Yeah, as I was saying, they go to I think it's like a factory. They go out on this mission to stop Clarence Boddicker, and it's like they're in some sort of like factory. I think it's a nuclear waste factory or something, and they go in there, and within minutes later, Murphy is shot by Clarence and his gang. So they shoot him and they blow off his arm, and they blow off, and he's got blood all over him, and it's like his left arm has to be amputated. Yeah, he's like shot, and Annie is like horrified after seeing him being killed by Clarence. So then after that, he is sent to the hospital, and they try to sort of like fix him, and he has this kind of thing in his head. He has like distant flashbacks to a children's TV show that he used to watch as a kid called TJ Laser, which is like a kids TV show where he learnt that swivel using the gun when he tries to sort of like spin it around, and he's like learning how to put it in his pocket like the character on TV would. He kind of like, he goes back, and he's like, when he's in like theatre, and his eyes are like wide open, and they try to sort of like fix him, but then a company called OCP, who is kind of like the headquarters in Detroit, they decide to piece him together by building him up into a machine. So basically they put all parts of metal on his arm, and they have this really good technique by using a robotic hand. So they test it out to put on him, and they put all this kind of like gear on him, and making it like he's their new model that they're looking for, kind of like a new recruit, would we say, to stop trouble whenever he sees it. So yeah, after that he is completely built into this character called RoboCop. So he's got the helmet on his head with the visor, and he's got like all the body mounts, and also they put the gun in his left leg, so they've got a little compartment in his leg that where he can put his gun in, and then he can take his gun out, and then whenever he pulls it out, when he sees trouble, whenever he sees trouble on the streets, whether if it's some guys who are fraternise with a woman, or when some guys when some guys are blowing up things and stuff like that. So it's quite interesting. Yeah, so the Vice President Jim Morton, who is the main, like, he's kind of like the Vice President of the company. He decides that he wants this model, so he doesn't want any officers to be of any concern. He doesn't want the coppers knowing that they've rebuilt Murphy into a so we say half man, part machine, because obviously he's RoboCop. So yeah, he goes out on his mission, and he goes in his police car, and the first thing he sees is he sees a lot of trouble going on. So he sees some of Clarence's henchmen, would we say, henchmen, who do things like, so Emil he parks outside of I think it's like a petrol station, and he's threatening the guy to give him money, and then he slowly gets out of his car and he walks towards Emil, and then Emil kind of says, I know you, and then Emil starts shooting at him, shooting bullets through his metal chest. And then obviously there's all sorts of other things, and Clarence is this guy who's working with Dick Jones to destroy and kill the mechanical cyborg man, which is just shocking, and then moments later Jim is killed by Dick, because he sends out this message to Clarence that he wants Jim Morton dead, who was the guy who built RoboCop into this machine, who would easily go out and sense that there's something going on down the streets, yeah, it's just shocking. So yeah, but and then obviously he's he comes into their quarter, into the police station, and he brings Clarence in, where he's got the blood. So after there's a massive shootout in the factory between all of the guys, I think something like that, and then he gets covered in blood, and he says, I work for Dick Jones, and other things as well. Yeah, so it's shocking to see what happens, and it's shocking, because of all the kills and everything, when he kills them on the balcony of the factory, and he kind of he kills he kills more people, in a club. He goes to a nightclub looking for the suspect by the name of Leon. So he pulls him out of the club, dragging him by his hair, and confronting the criminals who left him for dead. Obviously killed him. But yeah, it's shocking. Yeah, it's and then of course he gets some sort of inefficient data that comes through on the screen, and it also has a little caption that says deceased. That's when Murphy, played by Peter Weller, whose character obviously is RoboCop, sees his actual identical self on the screen. And of course some of the criminals that have been arrested for previous crimes like murder or theft, criminal damage, all those things. That's more about Bodica's character, that he had so many crimes that he committed with murder. Yeah, that's that kind of thing. But yeah, there's some really good thing. Now I'm going to talk about the favourite scenes that I liked. I think my favourite scenes would be, there's one that's funny, I think it's sort of towards the end of the film, we see Clarence and what's their names, the henchmen, who basically decide that they see RoboCop, the cyborg, and Annie. They come to stop them. So there's this funny bit when both cars swerve at an angle, and Emil, who's driving the van, they kind of charge towards to stop RoboCop, and then there's all these shoots. So RoboCop shoots Joe, and then he shoots Min. I think it's called Min, or something. This like half like Asian guy or something. And then after that, while Annie's going off to chase after Clarence, he stops in his tracks to stop Emil, who drives this big van, and as soon as he's like, he shoots, and then he shoots like bullets at the windscreen, and then obviously Emil hit the van, crashes into this big barrel of nuclear waste. And after that, he comes out all like ugh, all horrible and ugly. It's all horrible. His mouth is all droopy. His hair, he lost half of his hair, and his whole body, his whole face looks kind of like disjointed or something like that. And as soon as Clarence and Annie go head to head, not head to head, but like they flint each other, and he's like crashing into her car, and she's crashing into his car. He sees Emil walking among the sort of like pathway of the factory, and basically just kills him, and all the guts and then go everywhere, all over the windscreen. It's just funny. That was probably my favourite scene in the film. There's all kinds of other scenes. That's probably like the standout moment of the film that I liked, was that bit, the nuclear waste bit, when the van crashes into this big barrel. It's like a huge, gigantic barrel of nuclear waste that Emil drives the van into. And I think other sort of favourite scenes is the kill when at the ending when Murphy comes in to address to the OCP the company, all these employees, to tell what Dick's been up to. That he's been working with Clarence to actually frame Murphy by killing him, want to destroy him. So he sends out this message saying, he says, "I killed Jim Morton. It was a mistake." So he was set out to try and kill RoboCop. So then Murphy, or RoboCop, with his helmet removed, and then he has like his normal face, because it's Murphy obviously. He shows the tape to them at the very end, and then after that he basically sees that he's holding the people hostage. He's holding this guy hostage, so he grabs a gun and he said, "I will kill him. I will kill the old geezer." So then after that he shoots him, and then he falls out of the window, and he dies or something like that. Another interesting thing was this other big machine, which was the ED-209, which is it's like a fully functional machine that is part of the law enforcement that can track RoboCop and can kill him, I think. But it's a really big machine with all these lasers, and he's like, "You will die at 15 minutes," or something like that. But that was quite an interesting little moment, when he's facing towards RoboCop, and he's like blasting at him, and he's coming, and then the police and I think the lieutenant, he calls for the lieutenant and his team to kill RoboCop, which is just shocking. So now we're going to talk about the characters. My favourite character will be RoboCop, aka Murphy, played by Peter Weller. I thought he was a good because obviously he's a good cop, and he sort of senses that trouble is always around on the streets of Detroit, and of course with Clarence and his team and everything, it's just and he has to sort of take out his arch nemesis in a huge climactic battle of defeat, that kind of thing. The characters, my other favourite character would be Clarence Boddicker, played by Kurtwood Smith. Because he's like the guy who wants money. So obviously there's this bit in the film where they're in this van, and they're going through the money and everything, and he's kind of blaming some of his henchmen or gang of thugs. He's saying "You lost me my money. Where's the money?" So he gets kind of angry about it, that they've been burning I think they burn the money or something like that. One of them gets told off for burning the money that they had, so they could try and buy drugs and stuff like that. I liked Annie Lewis, who is the kind of the deputy, assistant officer to Weller, not Weller, to Murphy's character. I don't know why I said Weller. Weller's the actor, sorry, who played him. But yeah, like Murphy. Yeah, I did like that. That kind of like romance together when she like showed her affection for him, and then seeing him as RoboCop, she kind of like she didn't know who he was at first because obviously he was killed in a tragic accident, accident, not accident, but a tragic murder, which was shocking. But yeah, that was quite shocking. But she does show some affection for him and decides to help him out, try and take down Clarence and his gang in the ending of the film when they're at the nuclear waste factory, and and RoboCop, not RoboCop, I think it's RoboCop or Annie shoots this big like office where Leon pulls this uses the lever, and all this stuff comes out, like all this metal stuff falls on RoboCop, trapping him, so he can't move. And then I think Annie, she grabs her gun and she shoots, and it all blows up. The whole thing blows up, and then after that, Clarence goes towards. He comes up towards him and starts threatening. He's like, "You're a part for a personal reason, aren't you?" So then so a blade comes out of RoboCop's robotic hand and pierces Clarence in the neck, and then he's like stuttering around, and he's like, well, the blood and it all blushes out and everything, but and then he dies after that. So but it was great, great film. Yeah, but I liked those characters, the sort of ending battle between those guys. Now we're going to talk about the other films plus the series. So there is RoboCop 2 from 1990. I haven't seen any of those films, but those are the films in the trilogy. Then you've got RoboCop 3, which I believe is the third encounter of the film. I haven't seen those films, but when I get a chance, I'll watch them. There was also talks of a TV series. There was like a mini series that came out as well the year after the films had finished. I think maybe about 15 years later or something. I can't quite remember. Yeah, so they did that. There was also a documentary about the making of the film, about how they made it and all the scenery, like the sets and everything, all the different kind of sets, like the factory and there was all kinds of things, but it was actually pretty good. There was also a cartoon as well, a RoboCop as well, which was interesting. So it's been all over the media. There's been all kinds of things, other films. There was also a remake as well in 2014 that was released, I think, a few years later on. I think that was in 2014 or something. I haven't seen that film, but that would be a film to check out. So I will check out those other films and maybe check out the series and maybe the documentary. So I'll check those out. Anyway guys, that's going to do it for today, but I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry if I kind of rambled on a little bit, even if I didn't talk a lot about the entire film, because I find it a little bit difficult to talk about the whole film, but I talked about my favourite scenes, the funny bits, and characters, sort of describing as much information as I can, that I gathered for this review of the film. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give this video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, comment, and share this video if you can, and put in the if you can in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on this film. Did you guys like this film? Was it your favourite film? Please let me know if you enjoyed it. If you've seen any of these films, which one is your favourite? Would it be the first one, the second, the third, the remake, or the series, the TV series, or the cartoon series that came out I think years later? There was also a cartoon series of Ghostbusters and a cartoon series of Beetlejuice, which I did not know about, because of course the film came out in 1998. Sorry, 1988, not 1998. Sorry about that. Yeah, from 1988, and then there was a cartoon series of Beetlejuice, like the animated series. It's just amazing how they make animated shows based on the films. So it's really good. I love it. I think it's fantastic. So yeah, as I was saying, guys, yeah, please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, and everything else. And I want to thank you guys for watching this video. And if you enjoyed it, yeah, just please like it. So yeah, please, if you can, subscribe to my channel, because it would mean the world to me if you can, because I need more subscribers. So if you are a subscriber and you are subscribed, then that's good. But please, if you can, please subscribe, because I want to make more content for you guys, and I want you guys to enjoy it and have fun with it. And there might be some other videos that I'll probably do next. So I don't know what my next video will be yet. Like, I might do different. I've had ideas for different videos I'd like to do. I'd like to do a video talking about my favourite comedians. I'll still review the films, TV shows, and of course there will be some more interviews. So I'll let you guys know when there is some more interviews. Like, I'll notify you guys when I'm going to be doing some more interviews then. But anyway, guys, that is it for today. I want to thank you guys for watching, and if you did like this, please don't forget to subscribe and everything. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.